Mayor, a lot's going on, but perhaps let's just start right off the top.
Sure.
Culturally close to Chicago in both economics and politics, and with a reputation for governmental corruption and labor union aggression, our northwest corner of the state is a place employers are more likely to flee than invest in. That's according to Governor Mitch Daniels. He wrote in what is becoming a very quickly an international bestseller, Keeping the Republic, Saving America by Trusting Americans. That does not paint Northwest Indiana in a very favorable light.
You know what's funny is I was thinking, the last few governors we had Bayh, O'Bannon, Kernan. Isn't it funny that Governor Bayh, a lot of people respect very much. Governor O'Bannon, a lot of people respected very much. Governor Kernan, veteran, Notre Dame guy, a lot of people respected him very much. I don't remember them having the same feelings about Northwest Indiana that Governor Daniels does. That's a funny thing. I think Governor Daniels is frustrated because he can't get any votes from Northwest Indiana. So what he does is he figures if I'm not going to get any votes up there, I'm just going to trash them all, basically. This is not a happy time, obviously. We just had it. Tom Philpott got indicted yesterday. A few Lake County police officers got indicted yesterday, and that's not a happy day, and it doesn't mean that Governor Daniels is right. What it means is it's not a happy day. Unfortunately, our system, in America, unfortunately, politicians get in trouble. Unfortunately, police officers get in trouble. There's a Gary cop that's in trouble right now. I read about a Chicago cop that's in trouble. So it's not that Lake County police are corrupt. It's, unfortunately, our system has corrupt people in it, and what we do is we police, and we root them out, and we put them in jail. And if Tom Philpott made a mistake, which it sounds like he may have, but he has his day in court coming up, if he made a mistake and the jury thinks that he should go to jail, he's going to go to jail, and he'll be a convicted felon the rest of his life. It doesn't mean that this problem is unique to Lake County. That's what frustrates me about Governor Daniels. And I said a quote in the Times, and they printed part of it, and it didn't really come off like I wanted it to. I said, it would be like if President Obama came out and said, I don't like North Carolina, or North Dakota. I don't like North Dakota. President Obama got his butt kicked in North Dakota. And if he came out as president and said, you know what, North Dakota, you guys deserve all the crummy government you get in North Dakota. And more, he's speaking out of frustration because he can't get a vote in North Dakota. But what he does is he throws part of the United States under the bus. There would be outrage. How could the president talk about one of the states and just throw that state under the bus? It's just, Governor Daniels has no leadership. Governor Daniels has no, it would be like, I'm the mayor of Hammond. If I said, you know what, in the 2nd District, you guys deserve, it's crummy, you guys deserve all the bad leadership you get, the 2nd District has no hope. And I've been mayor for 8 years. If the 2nd District's that bad, and I haven't taken care of it in 8 years, it means I'm a bad leader. Governor Daniels, if it's that bad, you're a bad governor. You're a bad governor, Governor Daniels, if it's that bad. Because you've been governor for 8 years, and if it's that bad and you haven't done anything about it, then you're a bad governor. That's what I think.
219-845-1100. Matt Reardon was on here after these comments. Of course, he's big in economic development. He brought up a scenario where perhaps he's trying to make governors trying to make the rest of the state look better, to maybe suck some of the business that was thinking of coming to Indiana instead of going to Northwest Indiana, maybe taking it downstate. Do you think there's any veracity in that?
Absolutely think there's possibilities in that. And I also think he's trying to break the Democrats' back. I think he's playing politics at the highest level. And he's trying to say, take a part of the state. That would be like, let's say we had a region governor. Let's say, for all intents and purposes, let's say I was in there. And I said, you know what, Hamilton County, you're not that good. And I'm speaking more out of frustration because I can't get 10 votes in Hamilton County. And if I just threw Hamilton County under a bus, and Hamilton County had a bridge go out, and I didn't fix the bridge, and I just don't like Hamilton County, and I wrote a book and said, Hamilton County's this, Hamilton County's that, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how you could be a governor for 8 years and take a part of your state and say, forget about this part. You're a bad governor, Mitch. You're a bad governor. If we're that bad, get your butt up here and fix it. You're the governor. Get your butt up here and fix it. You've been a governor 8 years, and you're going to throw us under a bus like that? Jim, can I talk about what's going on in Indy right now? Can we go off? I got 5 different cases I want to talk about. This will take a couple minutes. Okay?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, first off, we all know about Charlie White, our illustrious Secretary of State. The guy is fighting felony charges on voter fraud right now. And Mitch did nothing about Charlie White. Everybody knew Charlie White was guilty before he got in there. And by the way, the Democrats had a great candidate named Vapasili, and didn't get the time of day. Mitch could have supported VOP and been a good leader, right? Everybody knew Charlie was a felon. Everybody knew Charlie was going to get into office, get indicted, probably get thrown in jail, and then Mitch gets to replace the Secretary of State. So what do? They put their heads in the sand, and they ignore the fact that we're electing a felon. And now he's indicted. And he's going to go to court, and he's going to get his butt tossed out of office, and you know what? Mitch let that happen. But you don't talk about that, do you, Mitch? Okay? That's article number 1. Article number 2 is a guy named Tim Durham, who donated money to Mitch Daniels, donated money to the Attorney General. He ran a Ponzi scheme. Tim Durham. The guy's in jail right now. Donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Republicans all over Marion County. Mitch Daniels included. Tim Durham. How about him, Mitch? What'd you do about him? We got a county councilman, a county city councilman named Spillman in Indianapolis right now. Republican, took $5,000 so that they could locate a strip club in downtown Hammond. Unfortunately for him, the $5,000 bribe was given to him by an FBI agent.
Downtown Indy, you mean?
Downtown Indy, what did I say?
You said downtown Hammond.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a big story. But anyways, downtown Indy, yeah.
So Stillman takes $5,000 bribe from an FBI agent to locate a strip club in downtown Indianapolis, and it gets indicted. He literally was found convicted this week. He's going to jail. Republican, by the way. All of these people are Republican I'm bringing up. All right? 4, Representative Hinkle. He's not accused of a crime. He just is basically anti-gay marriage, man and woman marriage guy. And then he shows up to Indianapolis during the summer. We all know the story. Calls an 18-year-old boy on Craigslist and wants to have gay sex with him. All right? All right, there you go. Representative Hinkle. Andy Miller, appointed by Governor Mitch Daniels. This guy is the head of the BMV, appointed by Mitch Daniels. One day during work, decides to take a break, goes into the mall, and basically is caught pleasuring himself in public. All right? A Republican. Now, the thing is, let's just take a few of these sexual perverts that were appointed by Governor Mitch Daniels and say, you know what? What Governor is saying up here is, you know what? You Democrats in Lake County, you're all corrupt, basically, and throws all of us under the bus. Well, and I say, okay, I got a few sexual Republican perverts down there in Marion County, so I'm going to use Governor Daniels' same logic and say, you know what? If you're a Republican and you're from Marion County, you're probably a pervert. You're probably a deviant sexually, and you probably like men on men, women on women. I'm going to use the same thinking, Governor Daniels. Governor Daniels, you think we're all corrupt? Well, we think you're all perverts. Let's just start bashing each other. Now, what kind of leader are you, Governor Daniels? What kind of leader are you to throw part of your state that you're in charge of under the bus?
Once again, Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott's in the house right now. If you'd like to talk to him, 219-845-1100. You won't get through right now. The lines are locked. But I got to follow up with one issue on this. Now, there is the issue of the political issue. The economic issue of do Governor Daniels' comments in this book about Northwest Indiana, do they really hurt us economically, or can they?
No, I think most people could see through this. First off, I mean, do you really think, let's say IBM's planning on moving to Northwest Indiana and they read Governor Daniels' book, are they going to say, wow, I'm not going to relocate there? First off, let me tell you something. I'm about to close a big deal. And when I do, I'm going to send a little invitation to our governor because we're all anti-growth up here. And our unions are so aggressive they scare people off. I'm going to close a big deal. And when I do, I'm going to laugh my butt off. I want Governor Mitch to come up here and cut the ribbon with us. Okay? And it's a big one, too, by the way. I can't wait until that day because I want to tell this governor, you have no clue what you're talking about. You take a part of your state and just throw it under the bus because you can't get a vote. And you're not going to get a vote. Even your Republicans are running from you, Mitch.